Hello, everybody. We are very thankful to be here. This is my first time in Holland, so yeah, it's very exciting. Our little story begins 2003, and every story begins with once upon a time. So a little movie for this. That's wrong. This is wrong. Starts here. Now. Sound. I do it.
Guys, we need a sound.
Felt like you're in another world, and often it was hard to leave. There was a river floating by, which brought lots of good vibes. Sitting on the swings and those up in the wind. And when you sniffed in deep inside, it made some new energy rise, and made you laugh and sing and dance and sometimes cry. There was a bar in Eastwood.
Mach, was du willst, versuch durchzusetzen, wovon du träumst, und bleib nicht dabei, einfach davon zu träumen, sondern mach's einfach. Schnapp dir deine Freunde, weil mit vielen kann man viel erreichen.
All the wonder thirst is on us, and our souls are in Cathay. There's a schooner in the offing, with her topsails shot with fire, and our hearts have gone aboard her for the island of desire.
Make some motherfucking noise!
What means Holzmarkt for the world?
So this actually I don't know, but we are invited from all over the world to show what we're doing here because it's something very, very special. The difference is the definition of success. So we don't define success here as maximum profit. We define success as what you see here.
I came here to grab in some basilicum and some origins and spices.
Just like, be yourself, it's me. I'm Holzmarkt, I'm everybody.
In Germany we will say geile Scheiße. I think it's just awesome. There is a future I want to live in. That's what Holzmarkt is.
So this was, that you see where we come from. It's quite an emotional story. Everything starts 2003 with a little shack. It was an illegal bar in the middle of Berlin. We were 17 friends living in a trailer park, and we worked there and we lived there. And over the summer we get quite famous, many people comes. And so in the next summer we decide what we want to do, what we need more. We need something like food maybe, so we build a restaurant. And the next summer we were thinking what we need more. We need art, we need theater. So we said, okay, let's build a theater. And so every summer we build more, then we build a spa, we build a little hostel with little huts, and we get more famous and more people coming. Over the summer, we had maybe more than 100,000 people, they visit us, and we make a lot of different things also. Here you see a picture with a spa, our theater. Then we had a lot of performance and big concerts in the end, and in our restaurant, a lot of politicals going in and out. But suddenly, the government, here you see what we've done out of the factory. Before it was looking like this, and then we turn it over to a nice restaurant and also a theater. And we had also conferences, and this is the concerts, and this was a big Sylvester party, and this was the restaurant in the end, how it was looking. But suddenly, 5 years ago, the government decided to kick us out. We had, I think, 85 employers and, how I told you before, 100,000 visitors. And many Berliners come there to the river and enjoying the river and had a good time. So for us was a shock when we were thinking, it's not possible that they kick us out. This is what the master plan of Berlin, to build along the river, and this is only one piece where we were. Along the river they want to build a media spray. Media spray should be the new main quarter for media from all Germany. So they were thinking all media will move to Berlin. But the people they lived there, they weren't asked. So we decide we are against it, and we start to organize big demonstrations, or in the beginning they were actually small, 500, 600 people. But in the end, we get more than 10,000 people on the street, and this was the time we were feeling, you can't be only against something. You should have a better idea. And this moment we said, okay, let's sit together and start to think about a new project on a building ground who cost 14 million, and think about what we can do, like for people, they live there, they want access to the spray, and the people, they want to work there. Like, we were like a kind of a family. We were not like workers and bosses. We were more like a corporate, a community. So we start to think about what we can do and how we can afford this ground. And the first thing we done was, Anja.
Thank you very much. The first step we did to achieve the big aim was we found the civic association. For us, it was clear that the public and the neighborhood are our main supporters, and we wanted to involve people into developing of this space. We wanted to give people possibility to participate and to create their own home, their own environment. So for that, we found Merchant Park. Everyone can still be a member of this association. We have more than 600 members, actually also from Swiss and from Netherlands, and we are a very international community, and it's growing and growing and becoming a very important part of the Holzmarkt. And so in the second step, yes, we found the cooperative. We were thinking almost 2 years about a legal form in which kind of legal model we can afford this project. And the cooperative was the first form where we said, yes, it might be the right one, because in the cooperative it doesn't matter how much money you put into this company. Every person, every member has the same equal rights. everyone has only one vote, and we found a cooperative to bring together supporters, investors, and future tenants of the village. So now we are over, we sold almost 200 shares on the cooperative. Each share is 25,000, and we have more than 150 people who participate, and also our partners for delivery, for restaurant and companies are partners for the project and support the idea. So with this money, we want to build the houses in the village of Holzmarkt.
And with this idea about the project, we convinced the Swiss pension fund to buy the land. So we didn't have the money to buy the land, but we found this pension fund who gave it to us in a long leasehold. So the pension fund brought the land, and we have it now for 75 years. So in 75 years, you can do quite a lot of things, I think.
And we had an option to buy it.
And we have an option to buy it, but yeah, first we have to win for money.
For eternal use. So with this structure, with the land in a leasehold, with the cooperative, which gives us ground finance to build, and with the civic association as a public medium for the project, we could convince the bank, the sustainable oriented bank, to give us the rest of the money to build the village. It's over 10 million what we need to build the whole thing. So it was a very lucky cooperation, and we are very happy to win this partner. So in November 2014 we started to build.
Yeah.
So here you see the main structure of the project, how can it work in real. So with finance interest concluded in the Cooperative for Urban Creativity, the Holzmarkt as a parliament of the project, which includes also public association, and also we have our own company where workers are independent. So our own workers, which build the village, are also part of the whole structure of the Holzmarkt. So yes, this is the most exciting part of it all.
This is only short. How you see, in 4 years we are planning how many companies we build to make the structure sure, and we are also give our workers shares about our companies. But this is very complicated and to explain, but just to see how much we've done to make it sure that nobody can take over our land where we are fighting for.
And also important thing that we work with the land money, and to secure money we get from our members of the cooperative, we have to create secure structure where everyone sees it's transparent and everyone knows how the money is gonna be used. So we succeed to build almost 25 companies.
Yeah, and this was also very important to convince the banks that they give us money, to have these companies, not only nice ideas and beautiful ideas. So actually what we plan now and what we already start to build is a village where there is a kindergarten, there is ateliers for artists, there are studios for musicians, there is an event hall. There is also an acrobatic town hall where they can training. It's 11 meters high, so they can training there. We have a lot of little shops and a lot for little artists. They can try their things and try to sell. And we have a lot of free space to the river, the access for the public. That was the most important thing. And later on, we want to build a little hotel also. And on the north side, we built together with the city a student home with was heißt Gründerzentrum?
A center for founders, scientists, and startups.
Yeah. So what you see on this picture now is are the things we already built last autumn. Here, the theater, the Ding Dong Dome. We have like little theater pieces. It's all made out of old windows. So we're collecting through the city and collecting windows. This is a temporary using the theater. It will, when the event hall will be done, this theater will be closed again. But this is how we're using actually the space. From the first day on, we have to use the space and also make some money out of it. We are not like investors who buy a land and let it for 5 years stay and nothing happens. So we use the land from the first moment on. We are also built this restaurant, the new restaurant. It's the only thing on this land was an old trail.
Like train bridge with the spaces inside, and they were so beautiful. And it took us quite a while to convince the German train company, Deutsche Bahn, to give us the usage and to be a partner for the project. Now they are happy themselves. They can cooperate with us, and we built a restaurant inside of the bridge.
And this is our club now. There's no more Part 25, no more Karte Holzig. This is Karte Blau. Yeah, there are the longest parties in the city, I think. We are sure that every good project needs a good ritual, and I think dancing is a very good ritual to meet you after you work hard. So this is a picture from top of it. You see how big the land is. It is 18,000 square meters. So this is in the middle of a city, 5 minutes from the Kanzleramt. We are really lucky that we can actually try this dream, that we found people in this world, and I think something like this here is so important that people can be connected, and that there are people, they have money and they understand good ideas. So we are really happy also to be here again. And this is a little film for the end, why I say dancing is important. Thank you very much that we can be here.